One of the most basic things you'll do is enter data into the spreadsheet, whether that's text or numbers. You'll also put in graphs, charts, pictures, all kinds of different things will enter into your spreadsheet. One of the best things that you can know how to do is how to get information into it, even edit that data, but also how to undo things and redo them if you change your mind. Probably one of the best buttons ever created was undo. So we'll show you how that works. Before we get started, I'm going to go to the bottom right corner where my zoom options are. I'm going to hit the plus sign next to the 100%, and I'm going to click until I get to about 200% just to make it easier to see this information. So I'm in A1, and with it highlighted like that, I can just start typing. I don't have to click on it again. I can just say, okay, I want to put in Excel 2013. And when I hit enter, by default, it'll go down a row, so it just drops down a row there. You can also use tab. You can also use your arrows to go left, right, top, bottom, those kinds of things. So as you're moving around, you can use your keyboard. Again, you can also use your mouse. But once you're on a cell, then you're able to just put in different text just by typing. Again, you don't have to select everything. You just click on that cell. Now, the good thing about that is that if you hit enter, in this case we came down, if I thought, you know what, I don't really want car, I can go right up here and my undo button is available and it's showing the last thing that I did, in this case typing car in B2, and then it shows Control Z, so that's a keyboard command that it will automatically undo. So if I just hit the undo button, it undoes that. Okay. Now if I decide, well, wait a minute, maybe that is the right thing to do. If I go over to the redo button, which is just to the right of it by default, it says redo typing and it's Control Y. So whether you use your keyboard, which I'm going to do Control Y, it will redo what I've already undone. Okay. Now as you start building things, let's just type in a few things here to get them in the spreadsheet. So I'm just putting information in for now, and then I can go over here and I can say, 300 for that, 100 for this. So I'm just putting in information. Now a couple things you'll notice right away: text is aligning to the left by default and numbers are aligning to the right by default. We'll get more into formatting as we get into other lessons, but that's something obvious here. Now I've put in this information, and if there's something that I want to undo, I could always just manually, type over it just by clicking here and changing that. But the undo option allows you to undo up to 99, at least 99 options. Now, for example, if I didn't want the 100 there, I would just click on that and it would do that. But I could just as easily hit the undo button, no big deal. But let's say that I wanted to undo the typing of car in B2. Well, this is in order, so I can't just go in here and choose that and leave the other three here. It does it in the order that it was created. So if I click here, it's going to undo everything up until that point. Now, redo has the same features. So let's say I do want car phone and 300 in there. I can just choose it at that level, or I can always just keep hitting the arrow and see what it does to get me back to wherever I was last at. So this will shade gray. It goes away when there's no more to redo. Same thing with undo. If you undo everything and there's nothing left to undo, it goes gray because there's nothing left to do there. Okay. Now we've talked about entering information right on the cell just by clicking in and typing it. Okay. You can also click in a cell and click in the formula bar. A lot of people do this because it is separate from everything on the spreadsheet. Sometimes because a spreadsheet is busy, you just want to know that you're in the right cell and you just want to type directly in the formula bar, and that will give you the information that you want in that cell. Now you can also hit enter from here, and that does move the cell down, the highlight for it. So as you're typing away, you may want to edit. Maybe it's too busy here. You can edit right up here. So I'm clicking on the cell that I want, and the information is translated up here. and I may want to put more information in here. Let's see, example 2013. And I'll hit that. All right, so as I put that in, it edited it up here. You can also double click on the cell and it opens up that whole cell for you, so you can edit directly here. So as we start working through different examples of working with Excel 2013, you can always click inside the cell to select it. You can also double click inside a cell to edit there, or you can click on a cell and edit up here or enter new information. So one nice thing is that if you don't want this to be there, you don't have to delete that. You can just type right over it just by clicking on that cell and then hitting tab or enter anything you want to do at this point, what direction you want to go to, and it will update that cell as well. So our functions here are you can type in, this is entering data or information into a cell, you can undo, and you can redo, and you can drop it down, and you can select up until the point that you want to change everything. Same thing with the redo, put all that back, and then you're able to decide, is that what I want to keep, and then save it and go from there.